Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. I am so excited about today's topic because it is a total game changer for your business. Honestly, this could be the most important piece of your marketing. And that, my friend, is your messaging. Here's a little secret that you may or may not know about me. Not really a secret, just not everybody actually knows that I am actually trained as a master coach in NLP, which is neuro linguistics programming. What that means is that I have a really deep understanding of how language works, and better yet, how people connect with it. And as a marketing expert, let me tell you this. The way that you speak to your audience is the ultimate make or break factor in whether they choose to engage with you or move on to someone else. You see, your messaging needs to do two things. It needs to be crystal clear so that your audience can understand, and it needs to resonate with them emotionally so that they can feel connected to you and to that message. So today I want to chat about why speaking your client's language is the secret sauce to turning curious onlookers into paying clients. Grab your favorite coffee or favorite beverage of choice and settle in, because if your messaging is more confusing than it is captivating, we've got some work to do, and I want to help you do that today. The hard truth, my friends, is that if your audience does not understand what you do or how you can help them, they are not going to stick around long enough to find out. The reality is it's not their job to decode your messaging. It is your job to make how you serve them crystal clear in a way that they can easily connect with and understand. I see this happen so many times, especially in the service-based industry, and I would say most especially in like the coaching industry. You're so entrenched in your industry that oftentimes your website or your social media posts, your emails, maybe even your podcasts can sometimes sound like university lectures. Believe me, in the marketing industry, it is so prevalent. Big words, insider jargon, acronyms, all of these things that make perfect sense to you, but they leave your audience scratching their head about what the heck are you talking about? I actually did an entire podcast episode around marketing Greek, because there is so much language in the marketing industry in itself that we as marketers understand, but our audience has no idea what they're talking about. Here's the thing. Confusion doesn't convert. Trust me on this. So making sure that your audience can quickly and easily understand exactly what it is you do and how you help them is going to be the key to bringing in those right buyers, those ones that want to buy from you over and over and over again. I had a client not too terribly long ago that she was a coach, and she was talking about how she helped clients with a transformational experience. She transforms their world, their life, yada, yada, yada. You get my drift. I'm sure you've seen it all over the place. The problem that she was having is that her audience had no idea how she did that, or better yet, at the end, what does that transformation do? There's this concept in marketing called landing the plane. It means taking these big phrases and breaking them down into ways that your audience can connect with immediately. So rather than saying things like, I help them transform their consciousness, which is really pretty, but her leads didn't really get it, we get to shift our messaging to things like, I help stressed out moms reclaim their time and feel like themselves again, right? It is very concrete exactly what her audience is going to get at the end of working for her. It's still a transformation. It is still about their mindset and their consciousness and their energy and all of the things. But her audience which was Busy Moms, knew exactly what she was offering and how it applied to their lives in just a second. That, my friends, is how you get your calendar booked up solidly, how you sell out your courses, how you sell out your communities and your programs. The change isn't magic, it's simply clarity. Because being clear is always better than trying to be clever when it comes to your messaging. Clever is going to lead to confusion. Could you use some play on words? Sure, as long as the message at the end is very clear about how you help your clients get to where they want to go. So, I always like to put in these podcasts ways that you can actually dive into this, into actionable pieces. So, I've got 3 steps for you. This first one is one that I know you've heard me say over and over and over again, and I'm gonna tell you again. Know your client inside out. Who are they? What keeps them up at night? What words do they use when they talk about their problems or about their dreams or their solutions? If you don't know, it is time to do some research, whether that's talking to past clients, or one of the things I love to have my clients do is, if you are having sales calls, discover calls, connection calls, whatever that might be, pay attention to the words that your clients or potential clients are using and start dragging those words into your overall messaging. It really will help you to connect with them at a bottom line and be able to speak in a way that they can hear that resonates with them. And that's honestly what we're looking for every time when it comes to our messaging. Step 2 is to simplify. And what I mean by simplify is make this as clear as you possibly can. Almost think of it like you're explaining it to your 5th grade child. You want it to be something that someone will get immediately. That doesn't mean dumbing down your message. It means making it accessible to everyone and also making it crystal clear what it is that you're trying to achieve or what it is that they want to achieve. Being able to easily and effortlessly say something like, I help business owners grow their business, increase their revenue, and scale their impact with profitable marketing strategies. Very clear about who I work with, what I do, what they get from working with me, and even what I do. You don't necessarily need to go into the how you do it. They need to know that the benefit of working with you matches the problem that they need to solve. That is as simple as you need to get. And I would say, for the third thing, to also make sure that you're focusing on the benefits. Like I just said, how you do it does not matter. Don't tell people what you do. Tell them what it's in it for them. That is the key in marketing and sales. The reality is no one cares how you do it. If you get the results at the other end, that is the only thing that matters. So instead of saying something like, hey, we offer customized digital marketing solutions, okay, that could consist of a lot of things. And also, no one really cares. What they really care about is that we help them grow their business, increase their revenue, and scale their impact. That is the key to what my audience, anyway, my clients look for. They want to make more money. They want to grow their influence and their impact in their business. And some want to grow their business so that maybe they're stepping out of the day-to-day and able to grow a team to do it. Regardless of what your goal is or what your client's goal is at the end, you really, really want to focus on how they are going to feel, how their life is going to change, what benefits are going to happen by working with you. Hell, if you're a painter and you are, trying to market your business, you can easily say something like, I help, or I help homeowners beautify their space with a simple adjustment in the colors of their wall. I just pulled that out of thin air. And there's a lot of ways to actually make that better. And yet you can see that no matter what your business is, whether you're a coach or you're a painter, or maybe you sell a widget, maybe you sell the best pen on the planet, it's not the pen that you're selling. It's why the benefits of the pen to the people who are buying it. That's the important piece of your marketing message. I also want to touch base on a few mistakes that people often make when it comes to their messaging. The first is that they talk about themselves too much. I hate to say this because it sounds mean. However, your audience just doesn't care about you, right? They don't care about your awards or your process or your credentials, at least not initially, not in that initial phase of marketing. They care about how you can help them. That is the only thing that matters to them to start with. Once they get into your world, those other things might make a difference, but in all honesty, even those don't matter. It's, again, more about what your clients got as a result, because then they can see themselves in someone else. So avoid talking about accolades around yourself and focus on your audience, on what they want and what they need. Mistake number 2 is trying to speak to everyone. I say this a lot. If you are trying to speak to everyone, nobody is listening. If your message is too broad, it ends up connecting with no one because they can't connect with it. Your message should be almost feel personal, like you're speaking directly to someone, which means being specific. The riches are in the niches, my friends. I know that's a saying that you've probably heard a million times, and it is a colloquialism for a reason. It's true. The more niched you can get, the more targeted you can get with your message, the more likely it is that you're going to be connecting with the right people, the people who want what you offer. And the last mistake is really overloading your messages with too much detail. I get it. I've been there. I owned a full service digital marketing agency for about a decade. And I wanted to tell them about everything we offered. And the reality is every time I did that, I not only lost the sale, I lost the marketing, I lost all the pieces to the puzzle. Less is more when you're talking to your audience. You want to give them a very specific piece of what they're looking for. You don't need to give them the whole buffet in order for them to be ready, willing, and able to buy from you. If you are a business owner, maybe you're a coach and you do life coaching, but you could also do business coaching, and you could also do health coaching, and you could also do, you get where I'm going with this? Every time you add something new, it dilutes your overall message. So giving them too many details is going to overwhelm your audience. They don't understand what you do. It's going to turn them off, and they're going to end up walking away. So be specific about what you do and how you help them. That is going to make your message land in a way that maybe it didn't before. The key to messaging that converts is speaking your client's language, speaking in a way that they can hear, making sure that you're not using too big of terms. So make your messaging clear and relatable, benefits focused. It will help you to build trust and authority, and most importantly, connect with your audience and lead them to buying from you. So your homework for this week, take a look at your messaging. Does it make sense to everybody, to someone right outside your industry? Does it make sense to your middle schooler? If not, rewrite it. I once had my son, he's actually 18, owns his own business at this point. And he didn't know what I did. I mean, he knew I was in marketing, but he never asked. Like, we didn't go into that. So he asked me one day exactly what I do. And so I told him. He understood immediately, because it's not about being fancy. It's about being understood. And I, especially with my son, wanted him to know exactly what I do for business owners and how I help them. Being very clear and not clever, or clever in a way that's clear, is going to make it so that you can connect with your audience in a way that will move them forward to working with you. Thanks for tuning in today's episode of Marketing Matchmaker. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe. Leave a review, share it with your friends, your business buddies, anyone who you think could use a messaging makeover, because I promise you that your messaging is the key to growing your business. And as always, if you need some help dialing in your marketing strategies, head over to yourmarketingmatchmaker.com and let's chat. Until next time, keep it clear, keep it simple, and keep busy building the business you love. And that, my friends, is how you're going to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to Apple, iTunes, and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.